We're just a bunch of nerds who are thirsty for some sweet, sweet D&D. I'm a first-time DM and my adventurers are pretty new, and this is our Real Play 5e D&D podcast. Expect some really bad voice acting, like I'm really bad at this, guys. Some really ridiculous moments of play, and just friends having fun together. This is our story, as is much yours. So welcome. Welcome to Saving Arcana. Episode 7, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yeah, it's a Saving Arcana, another episode. I'm excited. Go ahead and start us off, Kate.
Oh, we're actually doing stuff?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm playing Voquis, the Firbolg Ranger, level 3.
Ooh.
Voquis is tall. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not.
You were supposed to be prepped.
Sorry.
Not that tall.
All right, we'll skip you. We'll go back to the real
me.
tall person. Give us a description. What's up?
Hey, ladies, it's Trent. I'm playing Elrick. He's a Firbolg Druid, level 3. He's just a tall string bean, shaggy red hair, big red beard, heart of gold.
Good dude. A good dude. Yeah. His number is 1555. And last but not least.
So I'm Reese. I'm playing Avalot. Just your average angelic babe. Very charismatic. Pretty cool.
And coming back to you.
Okay. This time I'm prepared. Hi, it's Kate playing Voquis, Firbolg Ranger, level 3. And Voquis is a shy, timid, up-and-coming Firbolg trying to make her way in the world.
What's she look like?
So she's like 6'6", 185 pounds, super skinny, just like...
Thick.
What color's her hair?
Bright red.
And Elrick, what color is your Firbolg's hair?
Natural red.
Just natural. So
Like
you're
a
both
natural
red.
redhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both red-haired. She's like dark brown fur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, she has fur.
Favorite color is green.
Too
in case
hairy.
anyone cares.
Too hairy.
Too hairy.
And I'm your DM, John. We're going to go ahead and kick this right in. We left off last time. You guys were opening the doors to this mausoleum in this cemetery at the base of Chili Mountain. You guys open the doors. You see stairs leading down farther than your dark vision will let you see down. What would you guys like to do?
Go down the stairs.
Are you anything in particular? Are you sneaking? Are you just walking down and clinking down? What do you guys want to do? Just give me a little bit of extra.
Elrick is still disguised as one of the cultists.
Yeah.
Yep. And you are?
And I'm disguised as that male half-elf still.
Still in the robes, the cultist
still in the
robes.
robes, yeah.
And Avalot, you are not. You're just Avalot.
I'm just...
Yeah.
I'll
Ava
do it
being
really-
Ava.
I'll
All right.
do it really-
What's the walking order?
Can't really, sneak either.
Yeah. Chink, chink,
So
chink,
I'll
chink.
just, we'll have the big man go first.
Yep, I'll go
The
first.
Elrick up front.
Keep
Elrick
the
up
little
front.
one in the back.
All right, so Elrick, Ava, and then little Voquis, which is actually pretty big Voquis, in the back. All right, you guys make your way down the stairs, and you start to come to a point about 30 feet down the stairs. It's dark. The stairs are made of stone. Some of the wall is made of stone, but it has a bit of dirt as if it's been dug out recently. Kind of like an old mine shaft where they have support beams going down. It seems to be somewhat fresh. This isn't a old crypt that obviously was pre-built, but it does seem dated. So what they've done is they've done some renovations as you're walking down. If you want to know a little bit more, somebody give me a perception check.
I'll do. That's
Can-
going to be an 8.
Can I
An
do
8.
a perception check since I'm in front?
9.
Nope, I'm just going to take the 1. So with an 8, you are hearing some noises as you walk down, but even though he's up front, you can't tell that these renovations mean anything to you. It's not like it's a deity or anything of that nature. It's just some renovations. And as you guys are walking down, with your dark vision, you're coming about 40 feet down. You start to see the floor level out. Okay, with 60, as you make your way down about 40 feet, you start to see the floor level out as if there's a floor at the very bottom. This chamber is straight down. It's about 10 feet wide. And as you get a little bit closer, think of it like this veil, because it's pure darkness. The veil starts to lift, and you see an outline of a chair begin. And as you take a step closer, there seems to be half a leg. So it's kind of like fog of war. You're starting to see what seems to be a person. Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You take a step further. Give me a stealth check, all three of you.
Is chainmail at a disadvantage?
Chainmail is at disadvantage.
That
15.
doesn't matter.
15. I'm looking for a one full number, so 15.
5.
5, that's 20.
3.
3,
Y'all
23.
are throwing off my game.
Well, actually,
So-
5.
Okay.
I'm from the forest,
Even
we
with
don't have
that,
to be
it's still
stealthy.
as you guys are walking down the chainmail and you guys are stepping kind of loudly, with a natural 20, you do see that it looks like a cultist leaning back in a wooden chair, just kind of sitting there, not really paying attention. But as you guys are making your way closer, that noise, he does perk his ears and look up, but he can't really see yet. He's kind of looking into the darkness. I thought I heard something.
I throw my daggers at him.
Nice. So you hurl these two daggers, and the first one takes it right above the knee in his leg, and he, what? And the second one hits him
Lordy.
right in the chest, and he falls back in the chair, and the clank of the chair falls. Hey, somebody, intruders! Real loud. He just bells it out.
Good
He
job,
is
kid.
barely alive. He is hurting. What would you guys like to do at this exact moment? I don't have you in initiative. You got about 7 seconds before you're in initiative.
I want to run up to him and tell him to call off the people that are coming.
Okay, so you're gonna run up to him.
I'm going to stay prepare defense.
Prepare a defense.
I'd like to follow Voquis and kind of case the room that he's in. Is it lit
So
at all?
it is not lit.
So he's
and as
sitting
you
in
are
the dark
going
like a
down, you're
weirdo.
not going to be able to see anything because you don't have a torch lit or anything. You're just going to try to follow down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running up to him.
Yeah, I want to say, call off the intruders now.
It is 60 feet to him. So
Oh.
you can dash to him, but you're not going to be
Yeah.
able to do more. Even if you won't be able to
Will I get-
persuade or anything.
Will I get 40?
It would have been on the turn that you used it. So technically you've already used the 40.
Okay. So I can't.
You can't double it, no. So you can dash to him and get to him, but you won't be able to do anything other than getting to him. So what would you like to do? You're going to follow, you're going to defense, and you're going to run up. That good?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make it all the way to him. But while you are running, because time is passing as you're running full speed, and you're trying to keep up with her as she's running down there, and you're just going to ready out on the stairs, you hear he's going to lay out another, intruders! Intruders! Plan B! Plan B! And then as you get to him, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. And I'm going to say, Elrick, you are trailing about 10 feet behind.
Yeah, that's about where I'd probably be.
So
Since
at
I'm
this
kinda
time, I'm going to have you
not-
give me a dexterity saving throw, but in a different way.
10.
10, okay? And give me your dexterity saving throw, Elric.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, perfect. So as you make it up to him, and he's saying, Plan B! Plan B! You make it to him, and you hear, and a big lever just down. As you look up, there's another humanoid with a robe, and he's pulling this massive lever, and he goes, it's worth it! And the floor lets out below you, and you immediately start falling. This is a 15-foot trap door that has levered in the middle, and the floor has gone out. With a natural 20, with 10 feet behind, you're able to stop yourself right before the momentum would have kept you going and then over and into. With you going a natural 20, give me a acrobatics check to see if do you want to try to help her as she is falling? Because you're falling with this guard
Don't
at this
help me, I
point.
don't deserve it.
I'll reach out.
Okay,
I'll reach
give
my
me
hand out for her.
with a natural 20, I was going to make this a disadvantage. Give me a just normal roll acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
With you seeing all this happening,
I'm studying this.
you're just staying back. Okay, you are
He has
60
no idea what's
feet
going
in the
on.
rear right
Wait,
now.
do you have
Okay.
dark vision?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
You can see what's going on.
You know I deserve it.
Ava's just chilling in the back. So
I got
give me
11.
11. It's unfortunately you grab out, and I'm guessing you probably give out a whelp like, oh no, as you're just immediately beginning to
I just
fall.
curse.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you fall into this cavern, let's put it that way. As you're falling, you reach, but you miss her body completely. Ava, you're on the stairs. Elrick, you're at the corner. You're watching her fall. Please roll initiative. First up is Voquis.
I'm really first.
Yeah. It's really bad. You all
Okay.
rolled horribly, including me.
All right. Is there any way I can see to get up?
You would need to give me an investigation
You
check.
ain't got no rope.
11.
With an
Explorer's
11,
pack,
this
that's
is what
right.
is the basement. I'm just going to kind of spit this for a second.
Okay.
It's completely dark. The smell is rancid. It smells of blood. You are in dirt and mud, and you are covered in it at this point. You feel sharp twigs, and as you grab a bit from the mud and bring it closer, it's pieces of bones. And you don't know. It looks like it's been gnawed on. The floor is mushy. It's really just a mixture. The stench is absolutely overwhelming. It's completely stagnant air. As you're standing there, is there anything other than investigation you would like to do?
So I guess the walls of it, is it dirt? Is it like soft dirt?
It is stone and dirt. So
Okay.
there is stone walls, but there is enough dirt and mud at the bottom that it looks and it goes up the sides and all the corners.
Like to climb
it's-
up at all?
No, it's stone walls, but their
So-
floor is nothing but dirt.
So I'm gonna ask some super nasty. I want sharp bones, right?
Yeah.
I want to take parts of the sharp bones and use them to shove into the walls to climb up.
Since you already used investigation, you'll have to make for your next turn
Okay.
to be able to do that. Ava, what would you like to do?
I use my movement to get right up to where this guy's at.
You get up right next to Elrick, and you see the cultist that pulled the lever, and he is just looking at you guys. He's a little bit scared. As you can see, it's a human. It would be your bonus. I'd let you take out a rope for your bonus action, and it's going to take a while to let out rope, though. So,
Well, then I'll take this and take it out and tie it to him.
okay, no, I'd allow that.
That's it.
Absolutely. So, Avalot, you tie the rope
Whoa,
to
bro, what you
Elrick. All right. What you doing? What you doing?
Oh, it tickles.
And next up is the cultist. The cultist is immediately as seeing you kind of tickle Elric a bit, he's just going to turn and go right through the door, and you hear the door shut, and then a bar come down, almost like somebody is barring the door behind, and he goes, Let them know! And you just hear his running off.
Good job, Bogey.
Next up is Elric. What would you like to do, bud?
So the rope's tied around me,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a 15-foot hole in front of me.
Yep.
Well, I'll just take the rope and throw it down.
Sure. You're going to take the other end of the rope that's tied to you and throw it down into...
Well, like, so part of it's tied around me. I'm going to just throw the rest of it down.
So you're going to be the anchor, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm all right with that. I'll let you do that for a bonus action. What would you like your action to be?
I am going to produce flame so I can finally see.
Absolutely.
And it's just going to perch at the top of my staff.
You produce light. You're not blinded. You're not in any disadvantage. You see clearly that it's 15 feet across to the other edge of where the trap door ends, and then you can't see to the bottom. You know that she fell down into the hole, but you don't know how far it truly is.
Hold on, we'll get you. I think.
Don't worry
Are
about.
you dead?
Don't worry about me. Just go get the cultists.
Too
Too late.
I curse again.
I'll scream, this is all your fault.
I curse louder.
I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Voquis, you're down in this basement. From over in the shadows, you hear mud start to move. Bones crackling and movement as there's movement over in the corner. There's a bit of rustling. Then you hear dripping noises. There seems to be a head figure over in the corner, and you hear a snarl. And then more dripping as coming into light with your vision, you now see that there is a dog, fierce head, just nasty, gnarly teeth, dripping saliva, looking at you like it's its only food. And then another head pops up next to it, and you see a single-bodied demon dog ish looking nasty creature over in the corner, and it is snarling and looking at you, and it immediately hits the other head, headbutts the other head, and it takes a second, wakes up, and then lunges towards you. It is going to try to bite you immediately as you're against the wall. It's going to move all the way up to you, and with the first head, it's going to snap at you. And does a 17 hit.
Yes.
It does 5 damage, and as the other first head grapples? No, it bites on your chest. It's just taking a chunk. The second head goes for your rib cage, and does a 12 hit.
No.
Okay, the second head, not quite woken up. It was a little bit dazed from that headbutt. Tries to bite at you, but completely misses. It is Voquis' turn.
I'm gonna tie the rope around myself.
Yeah, the rope is dangling about 10 feet above you.
So I guess
that
I'm
rope
gonna-
is a 50-foot rope, and this is a 60-foot drop.
So I'm gonna reach
she's
up
6
because
foot.
I'm 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna reach up and grab the rope with my hand.
Okay. What else are you trying to do? What's your intent?
I'm gonna use my speech of beast and leaf and
Um,
kind of intimidate it.
So first, let's do the grapple or the movement. I'm gonna need a strength check. I peeked. So
For everyone that can't see my roll, it was a 2 with a +3.
So
That's on
you
the
try,
top
as
right-hand
your
corner of
action,
your shirt.
you try to jump with this dog latched onto
I'm
your rib.
6 foot.
This dog is latched onto you. You try to jump up, but you get nowhere as it grips in a bit more and then it lets go. You do not make it to the rope. You would give me an it doesn't give you advantage on it, does it?
Yeah.
On
Advantage
intimidation?
Advantage
On
on
any
charisma
charisma.
checks. And
And
intimidation
charisma is charisma. Okay, I'll let you do that.
Okay, you are in dice jail. You've screwed me
Dice
over
jail.
too many times, and we're only like half an hour into this.
Just so you know, she has like 20 d20s in front of her.
Oh my god! All of you are in jail.
It wouldn't
And
have
they're all in
mattered.
jail.
I literally rolled an 18. You would have had to roll something pretty crazy on that. So,
Just so everyone knows, I completely deserve everything that's happening to
Oh,
me
she also
right
rolled
now.
a natural 1 on her other die.
No, I rolled a 2 and an 8.
It looks like
I
a
it would have
one.
been bad if it
Yeah.
was a natural one. So you say these words to the dog, and it just, instead of backing off, it was letting go of the grip as you jumped. It just keeps its grip in your cage, in your rib cage, and you are not moving. That is your turn. Next up is Ava. What do you got, Ava?
I'm gonna cast Misty Step and teleport to the other side.
Okay, absolutely. That's 30
Misty
feet,
step?
so you
Paladin of Vengeance.
Neat.
you teleport over to the other side.
I'll use the rest of it to like get as close as I can to the little,
To the lever?
to the lever.
Okay, yeah, you make it to the lever. You still got like 20 movement left.
Pull it. Wait,
Bonus-
no, don't pull it yet,
Okay.
because still get trapped. And I scream, "Let me know when you're up."
Okay.
Will do.
And next up is Elrick.
I hear the snarling, right? Since
Yeah.
it's pretty-
Oh, yeah. You heard her scream
So-
from pain.
They're like
Ah!
the dog's like right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna want to do.
Oh, preach it.
I want to throw an ice knife, and of course I can't see him, so it'll be at disadvantage. But I
Ice
can-
knife explodes, and
I
it
know.
does radius damage, so it's gonna hit her too.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So you that's what you want to do?
Yes,
All right. So you
she can take it.
you
Right?
hurl
yeah,
ice
no, I
knife
got- I got
at
hit points.
disadvantage down into the darkness.
14.
14. With a 14, that's actually perfect. You hurl this ice knife into the darkness, and you're just waiting to hear something, and it slams into the back of the dog, and you hear and this horrible grunting noise, and it lets go of you, and this eye. Go ahead and roll damage for it. 8 damage. Okay.
And then
It
the dog and
explodes.
her have to do a dexterity
Yep.
saving.
So go ahead and roll dex save on that.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
16 for the dog.
16 for the dog.
Dex save.
23 for me.
They both. 16.
They both save. Next up after Elrick is the dog, and the dog is going to, after getting slammed in the back with his ice knife, is going to just snarl and snap at you and take a few steps back and then go back in for another multi-attack right on top of you. So the first head swings in with a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And the second head's going to snarl back and a 10.
No.
So the first head's going to come in and it's going to try to bite on the left side instead of the right, and it's going to do 2 damage. And it, instead of snagging the entire rib cage, it just kind of shreds past and opens up a wound on the side of your chest. And the second head still kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of just all over the place. And it's going to take the rest of its movement and run 10 feet away, and it's going to give you an opportunity attack on it.
How nice of it.
It is, I mean, it just got attacked from the top. It doesn't know what's going on. It wanted to lash out and respond.
So instead of giving it an opportunity attack, I'm just going to try and go up. Like,
Okay.
because why bother?
Okay.
It's just here trying to get a meal.
Okay.
For reals. If we're all being honest here.
I mean, she is just up there hanging out. Elrick's been doing stuff. You have to make the decision.
Yeah, I'm just going to go up.
I already gave you a rope.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I'm going to need an acrobatics check if you're going to jump up to grab it. As poor Voquis jumps, the mud is too slippery and her feet slide out from under her and not making it anywhere, like as if she was on ice. I guess pieces of the ice were under her feet and she slips and falls.
For everyone on the podcast, I rolled a 4. plus my,
This is
well,
awesome.
I mean, plus my dex.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
It's not enough. and you the DC on that was 10. So you were right there, but and you slip and you fall and you land on your hands and you look over and the dog starts to move a little bit closer, that step closer, making pure eye contact as the prey is now, it doesn't move up, it's just making that first motion that, oh, you're mine now. The world is your oyster. I think Ava's just up top, just kind of singing a tune like, yeah, this is my
she's
jam.
guarding. I feel
Actually,
that. I feel
Ava,
that.
while you're standing there, could you, because 2 rounds have gone by, can you give me a perception check, please?
Let me find my weighted die.
Great.
Bum 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 bum
It's
bum.
gonna be a 19.
19.
Damn it,
You
it's
are you are hearing voices and movement. There is a lot of rustling on the other side of that door. There seems to be people yelling and people screaming. There's different types of voices. There is movement of, and you hear whip cracks, as well as children and older voices that are yelling behind these doors.
The slaves are being killed because you fell down the pit.
I would.
Thank you for letting me know that.
Bonus actions. Anything to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay. It is now Ava. What do you got, Ava?
I'm gonna walk up to the edge of it, and I'm gonna cast Bless on poor little Voquis.
You're gonna walk up to the edge of the hole, cast
D6?
Bless, giving a D4.
Sorry.
I don't want
and
your dirty
that's
dice.
going to add to your stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your dice are weighted.
Weighted. All right, so
Get good.
Elrick, you're up.
Get-
I curse
Good.
again.
Elrick,
All right.
let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Since his ice knife found purchase, he kind of knows where the dog's at. Oh, neat. Plus 15, so it's like 21.
Nice. So it is going to hit the ground. The dog moved out of where you were throwing it, and I would imagine you would throw it exactly the place that it would be before. I'm going to need the dog and you to give me dexterity saving throws. The dog does not succeed a 14. 10 total? Yeah.
Yeah, like,
6
I
points.
rolled a 3.
6 points.
6
so
points of cold damage.
the dog and you take 6 points of cold damage as this ice slams into the ground and shatters into 1,000 pieces, and those little shrapnel just shreds your skin.
Use the weighted die.
Okay. Next up is Voquis. Let's do it. Let's do it. Are you gonna jump for that? As now you've been pelted. You're gonna grab that rope. All right, grab that rope.
Grab it.
Grab that rope. Come on, please grab the rope. I really want you to grab the rope.
I want to grab the
Okay.
rope.
It's the
Real
lowest
poorly.
DC I can give you.
Yeah, I think I grabbed it.
Maybe.
That's 9 plus 3 is 12.
Yep.
Plus Dex, right?
Okay, so you jump up and with ease grab the rope.
I think.
And you,
thank God.
You take a couple of arm movements, and you're gonna have to give me 2 Dex. Give me 2 strength checks. You're so big that even with her grabbing on, you're not gonna need to roll for that. But if you wanted to give her help, that would be your next turn to do that. So what did you roll for the?
First one, 24.
24, and you are just making way up. You make almost 25 more feet up, so you've made it 30 feet up. You got 30 feet to go.
Last one, 15, 17.
17. You make it all the way, and your hand reaches the foot of Elrick.
Yeah. Elrick!
Hey, girl.
You pull yourself the rest of the way up, and you are
What
next to
it do,
Elrick.
boo?
Ava, I'm up. Close it.
Next up after Voquis is Ava.
I'll walk over there and close the thing.
Sure. You move that handle back up again a second time, so it was down. You moved it up, and the doors and come to a close, bringing the floor flat again. It does cut the rope as it was pulling up, so you have about 6 feet of rope around,
Don't
just
fall
dangling. So if you want that,
I'm not.
I undo the rope and give it back to Ava.
Sure.
Like,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna do that again. No more murder hobo for me. I'm sorry.
Are we still on initiative?
at this current time, you are out of initiative.
Alright, I'll use my last spell for the day and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. So you guys are still hearing at this time noises on the other side of this door.
So
I'm
just
gonna
let-
produce flame so I can see.
Yep. Now you can see dark vision. You see this door. It's made of wood and iron.
Hold on. I have a thing of oil in my pack. I'm gonna cover my sword in oil.
Okay.
And before you cast that, cast it on my sword.
It is a wooden door. It has metal rivets along the top. So think of the backing of the door to be wood, but there's actual metal bandings. It goes along the frame, and it's pretty flush with the wall. There isn't a hinge on this side. It's like a closed door from the inside. It's definitely meant to keep you out. But yes, it is made, I'd say 50% wood.
Okay. I mean, at least we can burn it.
Alright.
That'll make it easier to.
Just go ahead and...
Something tells me most of the time, whatever they use to bar doors tends to be made out of wood.
Just go ahead and run that blade through my flame then.
Okay, I'll do that.
So you douse your blade in oil, then you produce flame, and the flame, it causes fire, and then all of a sudden your blade is burning.
Okay, so I'll take my blade and I'm gonna hit the door with it.
Give me an attack with advantage.
It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Okay. Give me do you want to swing again or just one time? I'll allow you to swing twice.
I'll swing twice.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20 to 19. So roll me damage for that. The first attack, I wasn't going to give you fire damage, so just a normal attack for the first one, and on the second one, give me 2d6 fire.
Since it's a versatile, can I get the D10? Let's two-hand it.
D10's fine. Yep. That's an 8.
No, that's
No, that's a 10. That's a 10. So this is for the first strike.
That's gonna be
I think
Plus your
9.
strength.
9. That's 11.
11. And for the second strike, go ahead and then double your dice.
4.
That's a doubled?
I'll double.
This is the crit.
8.
8, and then roll 2d6 for the fire damage.
As she strikes the door with the second strike, I want to shoot my flame and strike the door as she strikes it with her second
Go ahead and
strike.
roll attack. And what was the fire damage for that?
10.
10. Okay, this door, you hit with the first and you make a slashing motion and you break a good portion of the middle. The second slice, the slice comes through and you're starting to carve an A out of the center. And the blade and the flames actually start licking up and you've caught this door on fire. It starts burning from the inside out, and with this oil, it immediately starts to burn quickly. But you start to see a bit through, but this is a pretty thick door. You haven't made your way through it by any means.
17.
17 hit. It hits. Go ahead and roll damage. I need all three. All three of you at the door at this moment?
Yeah.
Okay, all three of you give me perception checks, please.
I'm like 10 feet back, so
Okay.
I got a double
11.
check
11,
9.
9.
something.
Both of you. Wait. Sorry. Elrick, go ahead and roll for the
7
damage.
points of damage.
Okay.
And I got 7 on the perception.
Okay.
7 and 7, girl.
You guys you can still hear the screaming. Remind you that when you heard the voices, Ava, they were right behind the door. They sound farther now, but there is still whipping. There's sounds of chains pulling across the ground. There's sounds of children crying, mother screaming, yelling, gnashing of teeth, horrible sounds coming from the other side of this door. And you still can't really see. There's a hole in the door, and the flames are covering the hole as the door is burning, as people now, fire, fire! And there's multiple people on the other side of the door that you are hearing. Is anybody else going to attack the door? It's looking rough, but it's not broken
I'm gonna
open yet.
Put the shield in front of myself and just ram into it with
Give
my
me
strength.
a strength check at advantage, no bonuses, just flat d20s.
16.
16. That's perfect. With a 16, you bring the shield up, and with that burning fire of needing to help these people, you push right through the door, and the door just explodes with fire, and all this wood just shatters out, and it's covering. And as you come through this big explosion, you see that there are 2 cultists at the far side of this chamber, and they're bringing a mother and child through the door, and they're saying, "Hurry! Hurry! They're coming!" You are surprising them, but you had a shield up, and this door exploded. You're not going to have a surprise round for that. Roll for initiative on that. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Ava, you bust into this room. Explosion of the door. You immediately see 2 cultists, one against the far side wall at the door with 2 captives, a young girl and it seemingly is a mother. And if you could give me a perception check again, since you just came in, you 2 are right behind her.
15.
With a 15, you see that they are ironclad bracelets connected by chains, and then the chains are connected. So the hands are clasped, the feet are clasped together, and then they are connected, and then the person up front has that chain, so they're pulling them behind. Does that make sense?
Yep.
The young girl is in the back, and the mother is the one that's closest to the door. And as you bust through, that cultist at the door says, the intruders are coming! Hurry, hurry! And he's going to pull on the chain for the two people. They see that somebody's coming in and that these people are rustling, so they're trying to fight, and they're fighting against, trying to back up a bit and be like, no, they're here to rescue us! You hear this back and forth, back and forth. At this time, okay, everyone rolled initiative. Give me those numbers.
18.
Nice,
Natural
Smokey.
1.
Wow. Wow, Ava.
14.
Killing it over here.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Okay, so then I'm going to run up to red then. I have enough movement to run up to red.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to run up to red and scimitar.
Scimitar, go ahead and give me 2 attacks. First attack.
15.
Hits. What about the second attack?
12.
Okay. They both hit.
Okay.
Roll the first one like you normally would, and the second one add a d8.
Okay, so first one is 7.
Okay.
And then the second one is 7 plus 4 is 11.
Okay. You rush up, and with such speed, you pass right by Ava, and
So
you
18 total.
You bring up your scimitar. The first slash goes upward, right across the chest of the cultist, and he just lets out this blood-curdling.
I smile as he screams.
You bring down the scimitar the opposite direction, now going from top to bottom, making an X across his chest, and you carve him from his shoulder past his waist, and the half of his body slides off, and you've completely sliced him in half as it slides off.
Can I make a V into his chest instead?
Sure. You make a V into his chest.
I like that.
V for vulva.
V for
vulva.
And so that cultist is dead. You have a little bit of movement left and a bonus action.
For my bonus action, I'll cast Hunter's Mark on that cultist.
You come in, you swipe him up, you kill him, you carve that V in, you cast Hunter's Mark on the other one. He's like, what's going on? And It is the next up is Elrick.
I'm going
Maybe you're
to
last.
beast shape, wild shape into a wolf.
Okay, you just beast out, Hulk out right in front of everybody's. Is that your full action?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
an action to do that. And then I'm just gonna move into the room
Okay,
and gonna snarl at that guy.
snarl.
Yeah.
And he is already kind of confused by this spectral mark that has come over in this shininess that is happening around him. All of a sudden, a wolf busts in the room and is growling at him, and he's, what, who are you people? And
worst
next up
nightmare.
is the cultist. He is going to bring out a scimitar, scared mostly of this nasty wolf that is in front of him. He's just going to swipe scared, just kind of across and just, stay back! And he's going to swing it down to try to hit you with a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. He is going to do 7 damage to you, and it's going to come right across your face as it just kind of cuts in. And he's wildly swinging, but one of those actually comes across and nails you pretty good.
I whimper and then snap at him.
You snap at his blade. Arr. Next up, Ava, what do you got?
I'm gonna walk up to him and grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check for that. Grapple check.
It's gotta be hard strength, or can it be athletics?
Oh, it'll be athletics. Yeah, absolutely. Grapple.
14.
If I remember right, is grapple a Constitution save? I can't remember what
think it's
I think he
grapple
has to do a strength check against
is.
him.
It just a pure strength
Yeah.
check? Okay.
To
All right.
see what if he's stronger than me, basically.
You run over to him and how do you grapple him? Do you want to get behind him?
So
You want
I'm gonna grapple him
Suplex
to tie him with a rope.
you gonna tie him up with a rope? Yeah, he struggles at first, but then you overpower him and
With my
tie
last
him
6
up.
foot of rope.
Yep, it's not very much rope, but he's tied up. And
Maybe once.
there are the two captives are cowering against the wall. The young girl is crying. She is in the mother's arms, and she is. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. They're here to
Probably
save
have
us.
some blood on
At
them.
that point,
They are disgusting looking.
I'm also gonna say, you two don't kill him. We gotta interrogate him and take him with us.
Okay, at this current moment, you are technically out of initiative. What would you guys like to do in this current moment?
My sword's still on fire.
It is still on fire.
I'm gonna chop off his legs. And then burn
Okay,
it so he doesn't bleed out.
roll
Would you
roll
like a Band-Aid?
attack. One attack.
10.
10 does not hit. You swing wide, and he's. Wait, it's an advantage because he is
I'm
grappled.
gonna do it again.
Natural 20.
That's another 10.
Yeah, you swing with this flaming sword, and somehow he is able to kind of hop to the right a little bit, just a little bit out, and you miss completely.
Okay.
The two captives are just crying, and she is holding her child, and she's gonna just call out to you guys. Are you here to save us? Please take us out of here.
I'm gonna sheathe my scimitar and go up to them and be like, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about doing that so close to you guys.
We've been here for so long.
Can I slide a hand the lock that's getting them together?
So there is a chain that's holding both of them, and there's 4 individual iron bracelets that are bound to them. It looks like it has been melted. It's not bolted or anything. They've been melted together. It would be extremely hard. You would not be able to sleight of hand the bracelets off because of it being melted, but you could try to sleight of hand the cable, the chain that is linking
Yeah.
all of it.
try
Yeah,
that?
give me a sleight of hand check as you try to pull this chain. If there's anything you could do, just get us out of here. There's so much has happened.
So I try and calm down and be like, it's okay. We're here to get you out of here. We're here to take care of the cultist and get you out of here. Is there any information you can give us? I rolled a 9 on my...
You try to pull the cable, but it's seemingly getting stuck on a few things, and you're trying to calm her down, but all this clinking and pulling, and her arms are being pulled, and it's freaking her out even more. I don't know. Just take my child. Just take her out of here. It doesn't matter about me, but she needs to survive.
We're going to take you both out of here.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm going to gently approach them.
Okay.
And just kind of brush against them in a kind of calming manner.
Okay. What did you roll as he's now approaching? What did you roll to?
5.
5. You get too close to her, and she shoves you back. Just, I don't know. Just stay away. Just lead us away. She's gonna shove you back just a little bit.
I hold my hands up and walk
she's
away.
She's just gonna hug the child. And is that the door to get out of here? We can just run. Just come with me, Sally. And she's going to start to make her way there. As you are coming over trying to calm, do you want to try to persuade her or grab her or anything?
No. I'm just gonna gently brush against them, but that's it.
Ava, what are you
just
trying
kind
to
of as like a
persuade?
calming.
Okay. Yeah, she makes it about 5 feet. And she's really weary of you guys, but she's still kind of... She can't leave because the cable... I keep saying cable, but the chain is still under that body that you carved. So it's kind of keeping her there. She can't move yet.
So I'll try to persuade her to calm down and that we're on her side and it's safe of her to stick with us until we leave. And that we really need to know if she knew where they were taking her or how many other people are there. But I need to calm her down first.
Can I give him advantage?
I was going to give him advantage anyways.
Okay.
Give me advantage, roll persuasion, and all 3 of you need to give me, on top of that, a perception roll.
Oh.
So let's do your persuasion first.
It's going to be 23.
23. You absolutely calm her down. Her looking at your aura, your angelic face, she just kind of in awe. Okay, yeah, thank you. Just so much has happened. We were taken in the middle of last night, and my child and I, we were here, and it's just been horrible. We've been kept in cages all night, and there's so much death. Just get us out of here, please.
I'm going to tell her, okay, just go with my friend, the little Voquis, and, she'll help you try to figure out what to do.
I'm 2 feet taller than you.
Yeah, but you have a little personality. So I'll send her over. I have to take care of this man, and I would prefer if you didn't look this way for a little bit.
So they're going to then, she's going to cover her child's eyes, and she's going to close her eyes and look away. What were your perception rolls?
Is it hearing?
Yes.
I have advantage.
Nice.
Is that a Firbolg thing?
Yeah, it says
No.
wolf.
Oh, no, it's
He's
your
still
wolf
wolf.
thing.
He's a wolf.
19.
I got 11.
19,
You forgot you were a wolf
11.
when you were opposing. You were like, "Roar!"
And what was your perception roll?
Oh, I didn't do it. That's going to be an 8.
An 8. Even with an 8, you all 3 hear this. It's not a roar like a creature, and it's not a human screaming. This is a guttural, more of like a victory, and it is... I almost said girthy. That's not a good way to describe this. It is a girthy yell. It is a very gurgly, guttural, almost infernal-like scream. And it's not of pain, but it's of victory. And it is loud. And it's not like an earthquake, but it rings through all the chambers. And that she immediately opens her eyes and she grabs Sally. And even with knowing, she goes, you guys... Good luck. We are going to... Is this the way out? And they're immediately going to start to move that direction and stay away from you as the wolf is kind of at the door and make their way.
So can I grab the chain and like kind of pull it out from under that body then to kind of
Yeah,
let them leave?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me advantage, strength check.
Please don't make me roll anymore.
I know, this is great. I'm going to make you keep rolling. That's good. No, I see it. You're good.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, the DC was 10 on that. So you're able to unlodge it and put up your hands and just be like, sorry, no hard feelings kind of emotion.
Yeah.
And they nod to you and they pull the chain through. So now their hands and feet are free and they immediately start running out that direction.
I'm going to go up to the guy we captured. My sword is either flaming or hot. I'm going to put it up against his face.
Okay.
And say, tell us everything or else. Intimidation.
Okay.
Oh, I have my dagger out, just kind of playing with it to give her advantage.
Yeah, I will give you advantage on that roll because the blade's on fire. This is some guy.
With the 19, do I know which way that
Through the door that they were heading.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna
Mind you,
move
there are
to that
2
door.
other doors that are closed in this room that you have not looked at.
23.
23. He is fearful of you. He looks over at you, you bring up the blade, and he goes, I'll tell you anything. Just please don't burn me anymore.
I asked him to tell everything. Like, we know, what are you doing? Where did you get these people? Where are you taking them?
Wait, we're a part of a cult. I just joined like 2 days ago. I was asked to bring some of the people. The cages in the other room. Just don't hurt me. We were just bringing the last group into the main hall.
Where did you take them when
Through that door right there. And he's gonna point at the door that they were moving in.
At that point, I'll see. Does anyone need to know anything else?
What was that loud scream?
I don't know, man.
Are you sacrificing them?
I don't. Well, it could be. My whole job is to literally bring the prisoners to and from. I was bringing people from Waterdeep, and then they said, "Oh, there's people coming," and so they said, "Go bring them down into the main chamber." And that's
Who
all
is
I
your
know.
god? Who do you worship?
Deborad.
Who is that?
It's the Hive God. How do you not know the one and only Hive God?
Tell me more about it.
You would need to give a persuasion check on this. I spat everywhere.
Ava, persuade him.
That'd be
No, she's going to need. She is the one talking. And
Do I have advantage because Ava's there?
No, you are not getting advantage.
Damn it!
You are not getting advantage.
At the door.
Damn it!
Can I ask the same question?
No.
12.
With a 12, he then bites down on something you did not see in his body, and all of a sudden he begins to foam at the mouth and just says, "We are one!" And he just spits out foam, and
Thanks, Voquis.
he dies.
Thanks.
So this person that is tied up in this rope now goes limp, and he
Hey!
falls down to the ground.
You told me to ask if I asked anything. I had something to ask him. I didn't know he had ricin.
What's rice?
Something, right? Something.
That's why I
love rice.
I guess we'll.
Rice. Do you have rice on him? Start piffling through his body.
Moving forward.
I'm
Okay,
still
so
scratching at the door.
let me explain a little bit in the room. You have 2 doors that you haven't gone through. They look exactly like the other doors, but now you're on the inside. So the bars are in this inside. So it'd be easy for you to, or maybe it'd be easy to raise the bar and go through these other 2 doors. When he was talking about cages, he pointed to the door that's right next to his body. In that room, something to do with cages. The other door, you have no idea, and then the door that they were taking them. What would you guys like to do at this moment?
I think we are a bit pressed for time since they could be sacrificing, they could be doing everything, and we should probably head there.
Yeah, I'm still scratching at the door in front. Open.
I think that means he wants you to throw him.
Right.
No, do not
Too
throw
big.
me. I'm not a small cat. I'm decent
Go
sized.
Okay, so you're going to go through the door that they were going to. Okay. Go ahead, and the door is... Did I say the door was open the first time? I can't remember. Did I?
No.
Okay, so we're just going to roll with that. The door is cracked open. You guys give me a marching order. Who's
I'll go
what?
First.
Okay, Ava's up front. What you guys see as you push the door open, it is a long hallway. It is pure darkness. Halfway down the hallway, it seems to be about 50-ish feet from you. There is a torch on either side lit, and it's producing blue flame. And you guys are looking down a hallway. You can't see, but it continues down past where the flame is.
Can you redo a perception to see if we can hear noises or which way?
Yeah, if you guys are trying to listen for stuff, you'll need to give me a perception roll.
18.
18.
Can I listen to
Yeah, absolutely.
perception?
Yep.
16.
With a 16, you put your head down to the floor. You feel a bit of a rumble, almost like it could be a beat. You don't really hear anything, but there's something shaking in the ground just a little bit, like there's a lot of something happening. With a 19 or 18?
18.
With an 18, you hear a chanting in the far-off distance.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do? You want to move down the hallway?
Move down the hallway. We gotta find out where these things are.
Okay. Move it down the hallway. Do you make it to the torches?
Yes.
Okay, so when you make it to the torches, all 3 of you need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
19.
15.
Is that with acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
19.
19.
Well, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Yep.
19 with acrobatics.
It's not with acrobatics. It's its own thing.
It's still just a +1 for me.
Mm-hmm. You still add, well, even though it's a saving throw, you still add your.
Oh, nice.
If I say add
19.
acrobatics, you go dexterity saving throw, and then it. Unless you're using D&D Beyond, it's already adding it. Because dexterity is adding your.
Because acrobatic is your dexterity unless you're proficient in it.
Yeah. Well, it would depend on like if you're proficient in dexterity saving throws or
Right.
acrobatics.
Because I'm proficient in dexterity saving throws, but not acrobatics.
Then just use your dexterity.
You would-
Yeah.
Yeah, in this case, you would use your whatever you're proficient in.
Sorry, I'm a rules lawyer. Sorry.
I'll just cut all that out. It's no big deal.
Sorry.
What'd you roll?
Sorry.
I rolled a 10, but
Okay,
it's 15.
10,
19.
No, 15.
15,
With my modifiers.
19.
19, and a
19.
19. Okay, so you hear as you make it to the torches, you hear through the darkness. And
So with my sweet roll, I just kind of like barely enough time to take out my shield and go.
no. The dexterity saving throw is the fact that it's coming through the darkness and you couldn't hear them. So I'm just making the sound effect of the fact that they're being shot and they are hitting you. 19s, you will take half damage, and with the 10, you take full.
I had a 15.
Yeah, you said 10 first. Sorry. So for 15, you still only take half damage. But for these, it shoots a lot of arrows. So let's add those totals, baby. You guys are getting lucky. Okay. All right. You all take, so half of that would be 8 damage total. Arrows, more than just 3 arrows. It is a barrage of arrows come down this hallway. And you're able to kind of put up your shield and deflect some, but you still take one in the leg and the arm. And you just hear this still rumbling as you're coming down this hallway. There is more chanting and something's happened, but you don't hear anything other than that trap going
At
on.
that point,
Maybe we should check for traps.
I yelp, and then big ass Elrick pops out. But, well, what's up, guys?
I just imagine like an old poof, like.
Yeah.
At that point, I said, well, we may not have enough time. If there's more arrows, if I have my shield up and everyone's behind me, would we roll at an advantage? Because the shield's in front, or if it happens
Yeah,
again?
I mean, that's a good move, for sure. That would give you a better chance.
Right.
Are you guys still just making your way down the hallway?
I'm going to be double fisting that shield.
Okay.
I'm
The
gonna hold my
shield's
shield
big enough to
over,
cover
like-
your whole body.
Right.
It is not big enough to cover Elrick.
Okay.
I'm going to hold my
It'll
shield
it'll
up.
help. Okay, so you're gonna use your shield as like
would
the top
suggest-
half of
right.
you. Okay,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
and then you
So
get covered by both
you
shields.
guys start making your way down the hallway. You, with your dark vision, you're going to see that there is another gated door. This time it's a double door. Same type of half wood metal bindings. There seems to be runic symbols along the edge of the doorway, and the loud. You hear this. Doo, 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 and people, these voices chanting and things going on, and it's extremely loud. You guys come up to the door. What would you guys like to do?
Can I do an insight check on those runes?
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check, though. You need to be proficient in it to even...
I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, then you wouldn't...
Are you proficient?
You can give a Arcane check if you get something real high. Maybe I'll give you something.
No, like a 12.
12, yeah. Unfortunately, you've never even seen these rooms before. It seems to be arcane and magic, and you know that, but you don't know the origin.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Okay.
It'll tell me if there's an angelic, a fiend, or undead creature anywhere near me within 60 feet.
You cast this, and you put your hands up to your face,
Right.
and you're trying to channel. There are no fiends, there are no undead, and there is no angelic.
Okay.
So you come to this door, you've done this insight check. The runes, they don't seem to be anything that you've known in the past. You had something you wanted to do, Elrick?
I was just eating some good berries.
Gain some health back, okay.
Gain a little tiny bit of health back.
Did you want to do something else as you were looking at this door?
Can I lay hands on myself?
Yep.
Okay, I'll lay
Yeah,
hands
you
on myself.
can.
Give me back 15 HP.
You rub your shoulders and go into like a Head and Shoulders commercial, whip your hands through your hair, and you gain how much health?
15.
What?
I have a pool of 15 that I can divide among people.
Oh,
but I'm
one
gonna-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
okay.
time for a long rest.
Yep, all
I'm
right.
just gonna use it all on me.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. You do see, as you're coming up to the door, you feel this loud something going on the other side of the door, but you saw arcane runes, but at the top, now that you've gotten closer, there's a bit of writing above the door.
What does the writing say?
Does anybody speak Infernal or read Infernal?
Not this character.
Right?
Rin does.
I do. Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
Okay.
Cool.
Too bad there's not like an item like you could have read it with, even if you didn't.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
Think about your items, Jules.
I look at it, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And so I pull out the monocle.
That's so obvious. I've never seen this before. But you can read it at the same time.
Right.
And as you're pulling out and clipping on the monocle, you read, "All is one," written above. It is scratched deeply into this, and it looks like it's been carved with a knife.
I hand the monocle over to Voquis so she doesn't feel left out.
Also, just it says the same thing that guy said.
Oh,
All
I don't
is
feel
one.
left out. I'm just like looking at my like dagger, just like waiting to move forward.
Let's break down the door again.
Okay. You guys haven't investigated the door by any means.
I'll investigate the door.
Okay.
Have you insight on the door?
No. I need investigation.
16.
16.
Noise.
You. How would you like to investigate the door?
Just like look at it and feel it around and
Sure.
see if I find anything with my eyes. So
Sure. You look around. You kind of push on a little bit, and as soon as you're like feeling along the edges, you give it a little bit of resistance, a little bit of a push, and immediately gives in to that push. So like, just opens a little bit for that little push. It's obviously unlocked.
We're solid. We're solid.
And roll credits.
Okay. So they got in there. They fell into some traps. They fought some cultists. They saved some people. And then, what's next? Find out next time. I appreciate you all taking a listen. Thank you so much. And don't forget to go ahead and find us on social media. We have a Twitter, Saving Arcana. We have an Instagram, Saving Arcana. Please come say hi to us. We love to talk to you as we're always posting up more content and pictures from our sessions as well as just talking to people. So come by, say hi. Love you all. Thank you for stopping by. And until next time, adventurers, bye-bye.